Colgate, coached by Matt Langle, in his second appearance in the tourney with a 1-0 record against the spread, has 6 players scoring 8-plus points per game, including Burns shooting a 54 true shooting percentage, Ferguson shooting a 70, Cummings a 60, Richardson a 59, Records a 60, and Woodward a 64. They have an offensive efficiency of 112, a defensive efficiency of 100, a true shooting percentage of 60, offensive rebound percentage of 28, assist-to-turnover ratio of 1.7, defensive turnover percentage of 15, and a three-point defensive percentage of 26. Drexel, coached by Zach Spiker in his first appearance in the tourney, has 4 players scoring 8 points or more, including Winter shooting a 57 true shooting percentage, Butler shooting a 63, Bickerstaff shooting a 60, and Walton shooting a 61. They have an offensive efficiency of 108 and a defensive efficiency of 105, a true shooting percentage of 58, offensive rebound percentage of 29, assist-to-turnover ratio of 1.2, defensive turnover percentage of 15, and are holding teams to a three-point percentage of 32. Florida, coached by Michael White, with a 4-3-1 record against the spread in the tournament, has 6 players shooting 8-plus points or more, including Mann shooting a 58 true shooting percentage, Castleton shooting a 62, Appleby shooting a 57, Locke shooting a 56, Lewis shooting a 53, and Johnson shooting a 70. They have an offensive efficiency of 112 with a defensive efficiency of 93, 56% true shooting percentage, 31% offensive rebound percentage, a 0.8 assist-to-turnover ratio, a defensive turnover percentage of 18, and a three-point defensive percentage of 31. Georgia coach Tech Josh Pastner has a 3-3 record against the spread in the tournament. Georgia Tech has 4 players scoring 8 or more points per game, including Wright shooting a 57% true shooting percentage, Alvarado shooting 62, DeVoe shooting a 58, and Usher shooting a 56. They have an offensive efficiency of 114 and a defensive efficiency of 94, true shooting percentage of 57, offensive rebound percentage of 25, assist-to-turnover ratio of 1.4, defensive turnover percentage of 20, and a three-point defensive percentage of 37. Hartford, coached by John Gallagher in his first appearance in the tournament, has 6 players scoring 8 or more points per game, including Williams, Carter, Marks, Staffel, Mitchell, and Flowers. Williams' true shooting percentage is 58, Carter 51, Marks 50, Staffel 57, Mitchell 60, and Flowers 49. They have a 98 offensive efficiency and a 100 defensive efficiency. Their true shooting percentage is 53. Offensive rebound percentage is 24, a 0.9 assist-to-turnover ratio, defensive turnover percentage of 18, and a three-point defensive percentage of 29. Iona's coach Rick Pitino is 19-18-1 against the spread since 2004 in the tournament. Iona has 4 players shooting 8 or more points per game, including Ross shooting a 58 true shooting percentage, Gist shooting a 52, Joseph shooting a 61, and Jean-Louis shooting a 57. They have an offensive efficiency of 101, a defensive efficiency of 101 as well. Their true shooting percentage is 55, offensive rebound percentage of 33, assist-to-turnover ratio of 0.9, defensive turnover of 17, and a three-point defensive percentage of 30. Liberty, who's coached by Richie McKay, who has a 2-1 record against the spread in the tournament, has 5 players shooting 8 or more points per game, including McGee shooting a 62 true shooting percentage, Parker shooting a 56, Cuffey shooting a 63, Preston shooting a 65, and Rhodes shooting a 60. They have an offensive efficiency of 111 and a defensive efficiency of 101. True shooting percentage of 61, offensive rebound percentage of 24, assist-to-turnover ratio of 1.5, defensive turnover percentage of 16, and a three-point defensive percentage of 32. Maryland, coached by Mark Turgeon, who has a record of 8-10 against the spread in the tournament since 2004, has 4 players shooting 8 or more points per game, including Wiggins shooting a 54 true shooting percentage, Ayala shooting a 58, Scott shooting a 62, and Morsel shooting a 53. They They have an offensive efficiency of 112 and a defensive efficiency of 92. Maryland has a true shooting percentage of 56, offensive rebound percentage of 21, assist-to-turnover ratio of 1.2, a defensive turnover percentage of 15, and a three-point defensive percentage of 34. Morehead State coach Preston Spradden is in his first time in the big dance. Morehead State has 5 players scoring 8 or more points per game, including Broome shooting a 59 true shooting percentage, D. Cooper shooting a 56, Potter shooting a 59, T. Cooper shooting a 51, Baker shooting a 54. Offensive efficiency of 101, defensive efficiency of 96. Morehead State enjoys a true shooting percentage of 55, offensive rebound percentage of 32, assist-to-turnover ratio of 0.8, defensive turnover percentage of 16, and a three-point defensive percentage of 31. North Carolina, who is coached by Roy Williams, no stranger to the NCAA tournament, has a record against the spread in the tournament since 2004 of 29, 26, and 2. North Carolina has 6 players scoring 8 or more points per game, including Bakat shooting 64 true shooting percentage, Love shooting a 42, Brooks shooting a 51, Sharp shooting a 52, Davis a 48, and Walton shooting a 62. They have an offensive efficiency of 111, and a defensive efficiency of 89. North Carolina has a true shooting percentage of 52 and an offensive rebound percentage of 41, assist-to-turnover ratio of 1.0, defensive turnover percentage of 17, and a three-point defensive percentage of 35. North Texas, coached by Grant McCasland in his first time in the NCAA tournament, has 4 players shooting 8 or more points, including Hamlet shooting a 54 true shooting percentage, Reese a 55, Bell a 62, and Simmons a 67. They have 106 offensive efficiency and a 93 defensive efficiency, a true shooting percentage of 57, offensive rebound percentage of 28, assist-to-turnover ratio of 1.0, defensive turnover percentage of 19, and a three-point defensive percentage of 32. Oral Roberts, coached by Paul Mills, 0-0 record against the spread in the tournament, has 4 players shooting 8 or more points per game, including Abmas shooting a 64 true shooting percentage, Obanor shooting 63, Thompson shooting a 53, and Glasper shooting a 57. They have an offensive efficiency of 109 with a defensive efficiency of 107. True shooting percentage of 58, offensive rebound percentage of 24, assist-to-turnover ratio of 1.0, a defensive turnover percentage of 16, and are holding teams to a 36 three-point percentage. Oregon State's Wayne Tinkle has a 1-3 record against the spread in the tournament since 2004. They have 4 players shooting 8 or more points per game, including Thompson shooting a 53 true shooting percentage, Lucas shooting a 57, Alatish shooting 53, and Reichel shooting 57. They have an offensive efficiency of 110, a defensive efficiency of 98, true shooting percentage of 54, offensive rebound percentage of 30, assist-to-turnover ratio of 1.2, defensive turnover percentage of 17, and a three-point defensive percentage of 31. Rutgers, coached by Steve Pikiell with an 0-1 record against the spread, has 5 players shooting 8 or more points per game, including Harper shooting a 55 true shooting percentage, Young shooting a 54, Baker a 50, Mathis a 46, and Johnson shooting a 61 true shooting percentage. They have an offensive efficiency of 109, a defensive efficiency of 90, a true shooting percentage of 52, offensive rebound percentage of 27, assist-to-turnover ratio of 1.2, defensive turnover possession percentage of 16, and a three-point defensive percentage of 32. Syracuse's Jim Boeheim finds himself in familiar territory with a 20-14 record against the spread in the tournament since 2004. They have 5 players scoring 8 or more points per game, including the younger Boeheim at a 54 true shooting percentage, Griffin at 57, Guerriere at 56, Dolazage at 62, and Gerard at 47. They have an offensive efficiency of 115 with a defensive efficiency of 97. They have a true shooting percentage of 55, an offensive rebound percentage of 30, assist to turnover ratio of 1.4, and a defensive turnover percentage of 18, and a 3-point defensive percentage of 32. UCLA, coached by Mick Cronin, who has a 7-10 record against the spread in the tournament since 2004, has 6 players scoring 8 more points per game, including Jaquez, shooting 58 true shooting percentage, Juzang, shooting a 53 true shooting percentage, Campbell, a 50, Bernard, a 58, Riley, a 58, and Smith, a 57. They have 114 offensive efficiency with a defensive efficiency of 97. They have a true shooting percentage of 55, offensive rebound percentage of 30, 1.2 assist to turnover ratio, a defensive turnover percentage of 16, and a 3-point defensive percentage of 35. Utah State, coached by Craig Smith, who has an 0-1 record in his sole appearance in the tournament since 2004 against the spread, has 5 players shooting 8 or more points per game, including Quetta shooting a 59 true shooting percentage, Bean shooting a 57, Anthony shooting a 48, Miller a 53, Worster a 50. They have an offensive efficiency of 106, a defensive efficiency of 89, true shooting percentage of 53, offensive rebound percentage of 36, assist to turnover ratio of 1.2, defensive turnover percentage of 18, and a 3-point defensive percentage of 33. Winthrop, coached by Pat Kelsey, who has an 0-1 record against the spread in the tournament in his sole appearance since 2004, has 4 players shooting 8 or more points per game, including Vaudrin shooting a 57 true shooting percentage, Falden shooting a 59 true shooting percentage, Burns a 59, and Arms a 53. They have an offensive efficiency of 106, defensive efficiency of 95, true shooting percentage of 56, offensive rebound percentage of 36, assist to turnover ratio of 1.1, defensive turnover percentage of 20, and a 3-point defensive percentage of 32.